Hey sailors, welcome to the crew. I'm Sealord Janda, and this is my Let's Play of Rule the Waves 3 as Great Britain. It's December of 1947. We've been at war with Nazi Germany for 3 months. In that 3 months, we have literally annihilated their battleship fleet. They are now down to 4 battle cruisers and a pretty good collection of carriers, and we sank 2 carriers as well. What they do outnumber us in is heavy cruisers, mostly. Also destroyers, and they do have more carrier tonnage than us by a margin, especially including their light carriers in it. Despite the launch of our 4 Ark Royal class carriers. We are also due shortly to complete a few of our new 2,600 ton destroyers. The missile-armed Legion class destroyers are a little further out, but they are on the way. So, let's see, the Rodneys will be repaired in 1 turn, as will Royal Oak. The Tiger's Lion is in dry dock for 2 months. I would say their heavy cruisers are technically a problem, but their battle cruisers are what we're really concerned about as far as surface capital ships. The Bismarcks with 8 17-inch guns apiece. And then the carriers, obviously. However, they're under blockade, and we've totally turned things around. We haven't totally turned things around tonnage-wise. They still have more fleet tonnage than us. And considerably larger budget. They have the biggest budget in the world right now, in fact. But I have a good deal of confidence in us at this point. Oh boy, a cruiser battle. Let's see what they give us. Okay. Getting 3 heavy cruisers, 3 light cruisers, 10 destroyers. I'm going to add Tiger to the lead of our heavy cruiser formation. If they don't have any battle cruisers, that will make a big difference. If they do have multiple battle cruisers, we're just going to have to run away regardless, but... It looked to me like it's in a pretty neutral... Well, it's actually a location that's favorable to us, considering that we own Norway. We're definitely a bit closer to our air bases than theirs. However, it's about to be nighttime anyway, I think. Or is it morning? No, it's morning, so... I know which way the sun sets, surely. It's morning, so we've got all day to fight. If we find them. Oh, Germany. Where are you? Scorcher reports 1 BC, 3 CV, 2 CL, 11 DD. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's probably not a wholly accurate report. However, I am gonna go ahead and steer in that direction. We mostly were anyway, but 1 BC, 3 CV, 1 CVL. They're pretty insistent that there's carriers involved. I don't have any carriers, so if they have carriers, we're gonna need to close up on them as quickly as possible. Okay, I found their fleet. Definitely found their fleet. It's just a question of what it is. If all those alleged CVs are actually BCs or something, that's a big, big problem. Okay, so far I just see heavy cruisers, which is fine. I mean, some of these are big, big, you know, this 15,000 ton heavy cruisers, 12 10-inch guns. 4-inch belt, 1.5-inch deck, 32 knot speeds, but although those will pretty much assuredly beat a Cumberland, although Cumberlands have a thicker deck armor. But 10-inch guns are pretty big. They will not beat Tiger. So it's a question of whether they've snuck a capital ship in. Oh. That suggests to me they really do have a carrier somewhere. That could be a big problem. What are we looking at? 3 Dornier bombers. I really have to think that suggests that they have a carrier somewhere. 7? Okay, they definitely have a carrier somewhere. And we're actually just getting plastered by bombs right now. What the hell? Although that's 8-inch fire that's hitting Sussex, but... Okay, and they're turning away in the chaos. We need to turn in pursuit, because... it's technically maybe safer to just run away, but if we do, we'll probably just get bombed all day. Wait, what? Oh. Do 10-inch count as heavy guns? Maybe they do. We should be fairly resistant to 10-inch gunfire, although that hurt a little. Airbase Stavanger is being bombed. My god, what? How many carriers do they have? Do they actually have like 3 carriers back here? Because that's kind of ridiculous if so. Considering I have none and all that. Oh, Liverpool, please don't do that. Also, you guys aren't even in line ahead, are you? Nope. Liverpool, how bad is it? It's pretty bad, okay. We did fire some torpedoes. I don't think we're going to get any hits, though. Yeah, Liverpool is hit very bad. But we'll pull her over to behind here, and maybe she'll be fine. Okay, Tiger is getting awfully close to their destroyers. Let's make a turn. Oh, wait. Here come 26 of my aircraft? From Stavanger, I take it? That almost makes me wonder if maybe they don't have carriers? They probably still do. Stavanger is twice as close as, like, what is this? Thunder. But a little bit of a counter-strike, not a bad thing. Oh yeah, they even have a cap, so they definitely have carriers somewhere. Where? I mean, down here is all you can think. Maybe we do try to bypass the heavy cruisers and just... oh. There is... no, lurchers right there. I don't really know what hit her, to be honest. But I don't think she's gonna survive. hate to say it, but now is not the time. You need to come south with the rest of the fleet, please. Alright, look, I have no solid recon report at all on where their carriers might be, although we do have isolated recon aircraft all over the place out here. This is the last contact report we have, and they're clearly not right here anymore. But we're going to try to make a bit of a run south. We're out ahead of their cruisers anyway. And see if we can get lucky enough to spot a carrier. Oh, there's a recent report of a CV. Let's head for that. Thank you, recon aircraft. Oh, and those Welkins just got absolutely annihilated by a cap. But you know what that means? It means that somewhere right about there, there's a carrier that's deploying a cap. Yes, right about there. Okay, also the light cruisers are getting very cut off, but that's fine. Well, what do we have here? Of course, if there's an actual battlecruiser escorting them, then that, which it kind of looks like there is, that's gonna be a big problem still. Oh my god. Dive bombers all over the place. You know, they're just running away at high speed. And, oh boy. Gloucester and Liverpool and Glasgow are about to be totally overrun. Although they might be alright, because they're pretty much running towards our battlecruiser, but... Somebody just launched missiles at us, I noticed. Don't love that much. I'm not certain sure that they... Okay. Well, I'm not certain sure if they actually have a battlecruiser. Although that looks like big gunfire coming at us. They must. But we... Yes, that's a Bismarck-class battlecruiser. But you know what? We are for sure in gun range of 2 to 3 carriers right now. 3, it looks like. So, oh, don't want protection for all my devices. Oh my god, how's this so hard to close? This just isn't gonna go well, is it? Oh good, it's about to be dark. I think we need that. I think... What is this? Oh. Somehow our destroyers have become totally separated from us. I think they've given us really bad odds in this fight. And we just need to bail north at this point, because this is getting ridiculous. They have at least a battleship. Or a battlecruiser. All up, I'm pretty sure we're outnumbered by several cruisers. But the worst problem for sure is the carriers. If we had some carriers, it would be potentially a lot more even. The only good thing is their battlecruiser is stuck to their carriers, and as a result is just really trying to disengage. So we can get matchups like what we're getting right now, where our battlecruiser is just trying, at least, to hammer on their heavy cruisers, although honestly, it's a good thing she's pretty armored, because she's taking a lot of incoming. Uh-oh. Is that her second torpedo? Yeah, she's gonna be in trouble. Maybe a bit of a turn away for you guys would be a good idea. They kind of failed to keep up with Tiger. Yeah, that was... I did see that coming eventually, but... Okay, we just gotta get out of here. Ah. This just has not gone well. I know we're slightly outnumbered in carriers, but it's a little ridiculous to give them 3 carriers and me 0. We're not that outnumbered in carriers. What the hell is a Bowman torpedo? Seems bad. It's actually a thing the Germans built. I don't know why I didn't know this. It's kind of like a skip bomb type of thing. But it's, I think, designed to hit underwater. Be dropped like a bomb. It's kind of fascinating, actually. Yeah, this just... With all their carriers, and the game not giving us any, just turned kind of miserable pretty fast. Also, escorts or no escorts, Tiger had their carriers plainly in her sights at some point and just didn't even really try to hit them. I think Liverpool's going to survive. But we lost Sussex and probably at least 2 destroyers, I think. I don't know that we sank anything. Ah. Oh, wow. That's better than I expected, honestly. It's still a loss, but only a close one. Yeah, much better than I expected. I did not think we'd done that much damage to those heavy cruisers. Okay, well. Altogether, we lose 1 heavy cruiser, 3 destroyers, plus quite a bit of damage to Tiger and Liverpool. And we sank 2 heavy cruisers, plus a submarine. So, 1 heavy... I mean, the damage to Tiger is what really makes it a loss for us, but 1 heavy cruiser and 3 destroyers for 2 heavy cruisers and a submarine in terms of complete losses is actually not bad. Damage to various ships. The submarine U-82 failed to return, don't know why. Various, I mean, a lot of damages. Ariel was hit a mine, which sank her eventually while returning, that's right. Liverpool was hit 19 times by 6 through 10-inch fire. Pretty much wrecked by the heavy cruisers, but she survived. Lurcher, HMS Lurcher, was hit by a torpedo from the destroyer Jaguar, which eventually, well, sank her after 7 minutes, actually. HMS Garland was hit by a Bowman torpedo from a DO-146 off of Kratzenburg, and eventually sank 6 hours later from flooding. Tiger was hit by a lot of 6 through 10-inch, 36 shells, plus a torpedo from Jaguar, and a couple of 17-inch even from Grafspee. I don't know if well, there's a lot of flotation damage. The torpedo and some of the small shells, and yeah. But as it turns out, we did sink the 14,500 ton heavy cruiser Rune. 12 8-inch guns. Not a bad kill. Pretty much worth almost as much as a Cumberland, and it appears we hit her 9 times with 16-inch, plus 29 times with 6-inch and 9-inch, and combination of, I think it was fire. No, it wasn't. She had the fire up to level 7 at some point, but she finally managed to reduce it, only to finally sink nearly 2 hours after we last engaged her because of flooding. But it's pretty much shell damage that did her in, from a combination of Tiger and our heavy cruisers. Then we also sank another 14,500 tonner Würzburg from 4 16-inch and 34 9-inch. Actually, our heavy cruisers did some pretty good work against their opposite numbers, to be honest. 2 for 1 is not bad at all, considering theirs are almost as big as ours. We didn't get any of the really big 10-inch ones, but still not bad. And Sussex here was really done in. HMS Sussex by, she did take 37, probably mostly, well, 6 through 10-inch, but I think it's mostly 10-inch. Yeah, the 10-inch is what really sank her, but she was also hit by a 1,400-pound bomb and a torpedo to the engine room from an FI-142 off of Peter Strasser. There's one more torpedo towards the end, too, from Z-148. Honestly, it's incredible how much punishment Sussex took before she sank. So, this is a marginal German win, mostly because of the damage to Tiger. A heavy cruiser and 3 destroyers for 2 heavy cruisers is not too terrible. If we'd gotten some carriers of our own, we would have been pretty alright. Yeah. We are blockading Germany still, so that, I mean, that will count for a lot in the long run. Okay, we just commissioned 3 Cossacks, which there's nothing revolutionary about these compared to the Amazons. They're just marginally faster and carry more mines, I think. I don't even really remember. Yes, they're marginally faster. Oh, and they have 2 extra torpedo tubes and they carry more mines, yes. But they'll replace our war losses. And then we're going to try to get the... We've got another 8 under construction still? Yeah, we're going to try to get those finished as quickly as possible. 5 of them are only a month away from completion. And then we can get working in earnest on the Legion class, which have surface-to-surface missiles, which could be a game changer in destroyer versus destroyer combat. Battleship engagement. Okay.
Thanks for watching, sailors. Hope you enjoyed. New parts will be up every other day, or you can watch live on Twitch. If you did enjoy, consider leaving a like and subscribing. Have a nice day, sailors. This is Sea Lord Agenda, signing off.